The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. They run once more with Stevenson.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Throwing here is May.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Jordan Fuller, the one there in coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Runs through the contact. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And the Jets will take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead is Hall.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The Jets at 7-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Sky Moore.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. His first catch, good for a receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. To throw, it's May. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. To the air, May. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. That's taken in by Palmer. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Palmer. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Likely. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Drive a few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Running left is Stevenson.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the shotgun, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Looking to throw, May. That's caught right side by Palmer.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's May.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
They'll throw with May. He's got room to roam.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown from 6 yards away.
And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Gay is on for the point after.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll give to Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. He'll drop to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Patriots offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's 2nd best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. The Pats at the line ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
Quentin Williams in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up a throw. Hassan Reddick providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Paul ought to give up the middle.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hall again.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
The visitors' offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the shotgun, May with it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Patriots take over.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Completes it again to Doubs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Stevenson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Back to throw again. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Throwing here is May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Here's May.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Palmer. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the Cardinals who come away with the victory at home. Justin Fields, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we'll take a trip east to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. To throw, it's May. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
On target to his man, Likely.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
2nd down and a yard.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Here's a give to Hall.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the 1st half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the 1st half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Pats at the line ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking to throw, May. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
They'll throw with May. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now, that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And New York set to take the field.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
A handoff for Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw.
And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Person. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Back to throw here.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll look to throw again.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give to Hall running right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
White now on the read option.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. From the shotgun, May with it. Finding room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the gun, it's May. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Throwing here is May. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To throw, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
To the air, May. No gain, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he goes out right around the 39. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And that was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.